Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and getting some bad news. Your car suddenly breaks down. The repair bill is $1,500. At the same time, your phone stops working. And a few days later, your company announces layoffs. Now ask yourself honestly, would you be able to handle all of these problems without borrowing money or using a credit card? For millions of people, the answer is no. And that's exactly why every financially smart person has something called an emergency fund or a quote. Most people think emergencies are rare. They believe bad things only happen to other people, but emergencies don't send invitations. They happen unexpectedly. A job loss, a medical emergency, a family crisis, a major repair. Life can change overnight. The question isn't if an emergency will happen. The question is whether you'll be prepared when it does. An emergency fund is simply money set aside for unexpected situations. Think of it as a financial safety net. When life goes wrong, this money helps protect you. Instead of panicking, you have a backup plan. Instead of borrowing money, you can use your savings. That means less stress and fewer financial mistakes. Many people ignore emergency funds because emergencies feel far away, but unexpected events happen every day. The people who prepare are usually the ones who recover fastest. That's the true purpose of an emergency fund. Now let's answer the biggest question. How much money should you actually save? Some people save too little. Others try to save too much before doing anything else. The goal is finding the right balance. Most financial experts recommend 3 to 6 months of expenses. Notice that I said expenses, not income. That's an important difference. Your emergency fund should cover what you need to survive, not luxury spending. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine your monthly expenses are $1,000. That includes rent, food, transportation, utilities, and essential bills. If your expenses are $1,000 per month, then a 3-month emergency fund would be $3,000. A 6-month emergency fund would be $6,000. Now you have a clear target to work toward. But does everyone need the same emergency fund? Not necessarily. Your ideal emergency fund depends on your situation. Let's start with someone who has a stable job. Maybe they work for the same company every month. Their income is predictable. For someone like that, 3 months of expenses may be enough. Now think about a freelancer. Some months are great, other months are slow. That's why freelancers need a larger safety net. The more unpredictable your income is, the bigger your emergency fund should be. Business owners often save 6 to 12 months of expenses because their income can change quickly. The goal isn't to be afraid. The goal is to be prepared. Prepared people make better decisions during tough times. They don't have to make desperate choices, and that's a huge advantage. Now let's talk about where to keep your emergency fund. Many beginners make a common mistake. They invest their emergency fund. Hey, that sounds smart at first, but it creates a new problem. What happens if the market crashes and an emergency happens at the same time? Now you have 2 problems instead of 1. That's why emergency money should stay safe. Safety is more important than growth. A savings account is usually the best place. Your money remains accessible, and it's available when you need it. Remember, this money has a specific purpose. It's there to protect you, not to make you rich. Many people misunderstand this. They chase higher returns and forget about safety. That's exactly what you should avoid. Let's look at the biggest emergency fund mistakes people make. Mistake number 1 is never starting. Many people think they need thousands of dollars right away. That mindset often stops them from taking action. But every large emergency fund starts small. Even your first $10 counts. Progress is progress. Mistake number 2 is using the fund for non-emergencies. A new phone is usually not an emergency. A vacation is not an emergency. A shopping sale is definitely not an emergency. Your emergency fund should only be used when truly necessary. Mistake number 3 is investing before building a safety net. This mistake can become very expensive. Imagine investing all your money, then suddenly losing your job. Now you need cash immediately. You may be forced to sell investments at the worst possible time. That's exactly what an emergency fund prevents. Financial security comes before financial growth. So, where should you start today? Start with your first $100, then work toward $500, then $1,000. After that, aim for 3 to 6 months of expenses. Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. Small actions repeated consistently create big results. Your future self will thank you for starting today. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to Investivo for more simple investing and personal finance videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.